welcome to the Daily Diaries. Crystal with you, and really looking forward to doing the second part to the oden'seye Angelica collaboration, the Hela palette. So if you haven't seen my other video, the first impressions with the oden'seye Hela palette, I do a green look in there, and the greens are, they are exceptional. They're mind-blowing, especially the Kermit green is my fave. So today I think we're going to do a little bit of a play and experiment with the other part of the palette. So we're going to use some of these colors down the bottom. Firstly, can I just say I'm so sorry, but there is a yappy dog next door that has not shut up for, we're going on 2 hours now. So if you could just pretend that's not happening, like just zen out, that'd be great. If you haven't been here before, this is a channel where we play with makeup and we just have a laugh, we have a good time, we have a chat. It's very cash, and I am a qualified makeup artist, but I don't feel like that even really matters, because I think anyone can do makeup if you have the love for it and the passion for it and you practice. So that is what we're about. And also there are some other videos on my channel for endometriosis. It is Endometriosis Awareness Month at the moment. And if you have endometriosisaustralia.org is a great resource to find more information on that to support you. And as most endo girls will know, we look like this on the top, and then we sit with a wheat bag and a TENS machine on our lap. So that is where we're at today. Okay, so without any further ado, we shall get started. There will be swatches in this video as well, so you can check those out. Let's do it. Okay, I didn't even know if that intro I just filmed is going to be usable, because the dog was barking the entire way through, the little yappy one next door. So this may be the start of the video, I'm not sure. But if it is, welcome. We are doing the Hela palette from oden'seye, the collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist, who you can find on YouTube. And yeah, we're just about to get into it. So let's. All right, so it's beautiful on the front and gorgeous inside. First up, I'm just taking a Refa dome brush, a fluffy guy, and I'm going to dip into the Hela shade. So it's like a candy pink. Matches my hair. Got a little bit of pink going on in my hair at the moment as well, which I actually, speaking of, think I might just chuck out the way for now. Ooh, got stuck on my crane. Uh-oh. Scrunchie. That's better. Can't break these earrings. My partner Tim gave them to me for my birthday. They're handmade origami cranes with a resin on them. They're pretty amazing. Can you see those? Yeah, they're pretty cool. And delicate, so I really don't want to break them. I think that's built up as much as I want it to be. Next up, I'm going to take the little Refa brush number 14, and I'm going to dip into the Goddess shade. It's obviously a much deeper matte pink. Just giving it a bit more vibrancy. Obviously those two shades work beautifully together. Just blowing that out a little bit. Nice and vibrant. Okay, next up, I want to take... actually, what I am going to do is I'm just going to go back in with that first kind of mid candy pink, and I just want to pop that over my eyelid, I've decided. And even just this as a matte look is really pretty on its own, just with the two pinks. I quite like that. However, if you've been here before, you know me, and you know that that's not where we're going to stop, because I want to try on a whole bunch of these shades for you. Okay. Right. Next up, I'm going to take a little Refa. I might actually even take my little pencil brush, little Refa pencil, and we're going into the shade Soot. That one there. Which is a real warm, brown, almost plummy toned matte. I hope you are managing to feel well and happy at this point in time. It's tricky with a lot of horrible things happening in the world right now. Really, really awful things that I cannot believe, cannot fathom are still happening in the year 2022. It's insane to me. And I always think of that saying that says if we've learnt anything from history, it's that we've learnt nothing from history because we just keep making the same mistakes. And I just feel for everyone that is currently living in a war zone all around the world, because yeah, there are many countries, many people that are suffering at the moment, and yeah, it's tough, it's awful. So my heart is certainly going out to you. I'm thinking of you. Sometimes it's easy to feel really helpless as well, you know, like you want to do more. And putting on makeup can seem quite insignificant and seem like a really frivolous, trivial, silly thing to do, you know? But sometimes you need to do frivolous, silly little things in times that are really big and tough and dramatic, so that you can just find your grounding and find a little bit of happiness, a little bit of hope, so that you can then pick yourself up and continue to move forward. That's how I find it anyways. I'm just switching brushes using the same shade. So it looks quite plummy over those pinks. And I kind of want to bring it a little bit onto the actual eyelid as well as just in that outer V. That'll do for now, I think. Okay, next we are gonna dip our way into the shade River. River? It's quite a mysterious shade. I don't even know how to describe this one, to be honest. I am gonna wet my finger as well to put this on. First of all, I'm gonna clean that finger because it still has pink on it. I was swatching things earlier. Okay, so dipping into that shade River, which is incidentally also the name of my boyfriend's housemate's dog. So I'm pressing that over the eyelid. I want it to overlap a little bit over the top of that soot shade as well. Just look at it on my finger. Yeah. And honestly, I will say that I was astounded with, when I was using the green shades from the palette, all I did was wet my finger, put the eyeshadow on, and it was there 8 hours later. Like, it just did not move, which is amazing, you know, without a primer or anything. So the quality of oden'seye has continually blown me away. And I'm really, really happy to say that this is certainly no exception to that. So I'm not taking it all the way into the corner. Although, actually, I might take it to the corner, because the next shade that I'm going to put on is kind of a bit of a warm tone, whereas this one is quite cool. So I might take this down so that the warmer tone has a cooler base and it won't look as out of place, is what I'm thinking. I might zoom you in a little bit, actually. Come on in. Definitely enjoying how that is looking. Alrighty, then I'm gonna take the shade Double-Sided, which is this little beauty in the corner. Sort of white, but with a peachy tone in there. Peachy golden, I would say. Like, once again, popping that just on my finger and then right in the corner. It's interesting, I don't know if I would have done the same mix of, like, yeah, I don't know if this is the color that I would have chosen as a sort of inner corner highlight or whatever. Just because some of the things that confuse me a little bit about this palette are that there's a lot of warm tones, but then there's like 2 cool tones, which, I don't know if I would have done that. But having said that, they do look very pretty. And once again, just to reiterate, the quality is outstanding. But if you look and see, you've got cool tones in that shimmer shade, in the River shade, and then this is a very warm tone, and that's kind of the only one that you can use as a highlight. So it's interesting. Still, the colors themselves are beautiful, so no complaints in that regard. And I'm just gonna take a smaller refer brush again and dip back into the very first pink shade that we used. Just tapping it off a little bit because I just wanna run that through here. Make sure that that soot is blended through there. All right, that's where we're at. I do like it, I feel like that inner corner highlight isn't really cohesive. So I might actually go over the top of that with this shade Hellfire, which is this kind of pinky shade, and just see how that looks. Just adds that pinkier tone back in. All right, so under the eye. I'm gonna take my little pencil refer and going back into the deeper pink shade Goddess, which also has a bonus cat hair attached to it. Thanks to my ragdoll, Coco. Just wants to be a part of the look, you know. And running that through the lower lash line. And dipping back into the deep shade Soot for just that outer edge of the lash line. Okay, and just in the inner corner of the bottom lash line, I'm gonna go in with that soft pink shade that I went in last with Hellfire. Beautiful. Alrighty, I'm gonna put some eyeliner on and some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have got lashes done and eyeliner on, and just for reference, I used two Colourpop cream gel liners. One was the white one, I think it's called Exit, and the other one was called Charmer. It's a dark purpley burgundy color, which just worked really well with this look. I have on my cheeks my Ilia Multistick, and I'm actually gonna pop on some of the Norns, what's it called? oden'seye Mesmerizer in Mesmerizer? No. The Norns Mesmerizer in Web of Destiny. Yeah. Which looks like this. I just picked this one up. It is limited edition. I think they do still have some in stock, but once they're gone, they're gone. I use my finger for this one because I find it doesn't really do anything if I use a brush. But I also actually already have on underneath that my RMS Living Luminizer highlighter. So I'm just kind of sandwiching that on top. It's quite sparkly. It's pinky, goldy sheen to it. Yeah. Lovely. All right, and we're gonna finish it off with some lips. Now, ooh, I have three little beauties in my hand here. I'm torn between the Pat McGrath Venomistress lip gloss, the Giorgio Armani, whatever this is called, lip gloss, and my Look Beauty Foods lipstick in Tangerine Pomegranate, which I absolutely adore. And if you love a clean lipstick formula, then that is a good way to go. But I think today we're gonna pop on some of the Venomistress gloss. I feel like we're just going a bit out there today, a bit glittery. I just realized I've got a really rogue eyebrow hair, as I often do. They like to go in their own direction. Boop. All right, that's it. I'm just gonna turn the lights down a little bit so you can see how it looks in a more natural light. Okay, so that is the finished look. Yeah. Nice. All right, so now that you've seen this, before we get to my final thoughts, let's take a look at some swatches. thoughts on the Hela palette oden'seye v Angelica. First of all, you can pick this up from oden'seye, the website, which is oden'seye.se, and it is $63 Australian. So is it worth it? Yes, I think the quality is amazing. Yeah, the quality of oden'seye for everything that I have tried so far has been absolutely outstanding. The packaging is gorgeous. The customer service has been brilliant. I can't fault anything. The color story. I love the greens. I love the greens. I do like the pinks as well. Like I said, I have a little weirdness about the cohesiveness. I do like this color individually, which is let's see. It's like a slate gray. I think it's really pretty. I just don't know if I would have included it in this particular palette. I also feel like, see, this one is gorgeous River, but it's a little bit cooler. You can get away with that one though when you're using it with the pinker shades, but this one kind of sticks out a bit. And also I do feel like this would have been better if it wasn't such a peachy tone, even though I love peachy tone eyeshadows, but I feel like as an inner corner highlighter, it doesn't necessarily roll with the other shades. But if you're using it by yourself, stunning, gorgeous. I do think it's a beautiful palette. I love the greens in this palette. The greens are mind-blowing and I would buy it just for them, to be honest, because they're pretty spectacular and special and different to any of the green shades that I already have. So to me, it is definitely worth it. Well done, Angelica. It's a beautiful palette. And yeah, I give it my tick of approval. If you would like to see my review of the Norns eyeshadow palette from oden'seye, that is going to be coming up very soon. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, and turn your little bell on so it dings you when I put up a new video. And if you could like this, that'd be amazing as well. I feel really privileged that I can have fun with this makeup and have you along for the ride, and hopefully we can all learn something. If there's anything that you want me to review, if there's anything you want me to talk about, please let me know, because I would love to do that for you. Just hit me up in the comments. Alrighty, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.